So, the Volkswagen ID.4 is a sleek symbol of German engineering with room for both people and a trove of modern gizmos. But here's the kicker. Owning this crossover EV comes with its share of quirks. Despite its cutting-edge tech, the ID.4 has a knack for showcasing imperfections rather than flawlessness. Think of it as a love-hate roller coaster. We've been there, done that, and we're here to spill the beans on all those irksome quirks. Buckle up for the scoop. All right, buckle up. VW ID.4 quirks. Stalls, erratic stability control, aggressive reverse brakes, infotainment hiccups, and user profile mysteries. That's just the tip. Headlights, soy wiring, seatbelts, windows, and electricals add to the drama. Each problem's got its own story, but not all ID.4s are equal. Some model years dig brake trouble, others dance with faulty brakes. Stick around and I'll spill the beans on which ID.4 model year takes the worst trophy. Ready for the scoop? Engine stalling. Hold on tight, the VW ID.4 has a notorious trick up its sleeve. Sudden stalls mid-drive, a recipe for potential accidents. Now the plot thickens with two culprits behind this vehicular drama. The reason hinges on when your ID.4 rolled off the assembly line. Stay tuned and I'll unravel the mystery behind these unexpected pit stops. Ready for the reveal? Stalling due to battery management software glitch. Here's the scoop. According to the NHTSA, 20,904 VW ID.4s hit the recall runway due to a battery management control circuit glitch, making it the prime suspect in the stalling saga. This glitch haunted ID.4s born between May 26, 2020 and January 20, 2022. Picture this, the software throws a tantrum, deactivating the pulse inverter control unit, and boom, your electric motor takes a nap. Now, the good news is, if your ID.4 falls into this drama, VW's got your back. They've been sending alerts since March of 2023, nudging owners to the dealer for a complimentary software fix. Bonus info? Models post January 20th, 2022 are rocking an updated software version, so they're the cool kids on the block without the glitchy baggage. Crisis averted. Stalling due to faulty battery connection. Alright, here's the lowdown on the second stalling suspect in the VW ID.4 drama. Faulty battery connections thanks to some wonky soldering in the circuit assembly. Now, the good news, bad news situation. It's a rare occurrence, hitting only 351 units of the 2021 model year. But here's the kicker. There's no remedy program in sight from the manufacturer. So if your ID.4 falls into this batch, no reimbursement for you. The fix? Well, they tweaked the soldering flux material on the supplier's end for newer models, but the 351 units with the glitch are still out there, waiting for their turn in the spotlight. VW promises another notice when the remedy program finally drops, but until then, having a backup ride might just be a smart move. Safety first, right? Random activation of electronic stability control. Safety first, but the VW ID.4's electronic stability control, or ESC, seems to have a mind of its own. Picture this. Cruising at low speeds on a dry road and bam! ESC decides it's showtime, activating the brakes, thanks ABS, and slowing you down unexpectedly. Now here's the kicker. This impromptu braking dance might make you a target for a rear-end rendezvous with the car behind you. Not the safest tango on the road, right? To add a little drama, a warning light starts its flashy routine on your gauge cluster every time ESC decides to steal the spotlight. Stay vigilant, because safety shouldn't come with a surprise braking performance. And hold on tight, ESC drama in the ID.4 seems to favor early all-wheel drive models, sparing the rear-wheel drive folks from this spectacle. Picture this. Long sweeping corners with a hint of incline, and voila! ESC decides to join the party at low speeds, especially in banked turns and off-ramps. And the plot thickens. No recall from Volkswagen for this ESC Encore. Rumor has it might be a software glitch triggering the theatrics under normal conditions. As we twiddle our thumbs waiting for a fix, a heads up for ID.4 shoppers eyeing the 2020 and 21 models. Keep an eye out for the ESC antics. As for the 22-23 models, the jury is still out on whether they are part of the ESC saga, so stay tuned for updates. Aggressive automatic braking when reversing. Reverse drama alert! The ID.4's automatic braking takes the stage, and it's a bit too trigger-happy. Brace yourself. It slams on the brakes even when obstacles are seemingly light years away from the rear bumper. Picture this: reversing on inclines, navigating tight spaces, or daring to install something sizable like a bike rack, and bam, your brakes are on, much to your annoyance. Now, VW hasn't handed us a golden solution just yet. Owners find themselves tiptoeing in reverse to dodge those surprise brakes. Dealers whisper a workaround, disabling maneuver braking and rear traffic alert and parking settings. But here's the catch. The car might decide to reverse these features each time you power up. It's a dance of patience and caution in reverse for ID.4 owners until a more permanent solution waltzes into the scene. Reverse carefully. Infotainment system issues. Inside the VW ID.4, the infotainment system's a bit of a wild ride. Slow startup? Yeah. Random reboots and frozen screens? Oh, you bet. But here's the kicker. The system plays DJ, auto-blasting the radio without asking. Some drivers even get hit with a burst of loud, distorted tunes on the highway with no quick off switch due to a frozen screen. Survival tips from ID.4 owners? Hit the power button or dive into settings to silence the startup volume. Some resort to Apple CarPlay or Android Auto for radio control. And when things get really messy, hold that power button for 10 seconds and cross your fingers. Or try a full car shutdown. It's a glitchy symphony, but with a bit of finesse, you might just navigate the ID.4's infotainment maze. Unable to set up user profile. Setting up your user profile in the 2022-23 models can be a bit tricky. This profile is your key to personalizing everything from climate control to music and more. It's a dance, a bit of back and forth to get it just right. Unable to link CarNet profiles. The user profile saga continues. If you've got an existing CarNet profile, linking it to your VW ID.4 user profile is a bit of a head-scratcher. Brace yourself, you'll need to ring up VW CarNet support and dive into the waiting game. One owner endured a 10-day wait for a technician to swoop in and save the day. If patience isn't your strong suit, here's a trick from the ID.4 community. Log out of the MyVW app on your device. This lets you start fresh by removing your phone from the car. But, and it's a big but, this trick only works if you initially created your profile via the MyVW app. For those who went the infotainment system route, CarNet still hasn't cooked up a permanent fix. The twist? They'll hand all primary user controls to the guest user as a temporary workaround. The struggle continues. Seatbelt issues. Seatbelt trouble in the ID.4's interior? There are two recall sagas depending on your ID.4's model year. The first recall, 21V606000, affecting 2021 models, including some Audi pals, zeroes in on a rear seatbelt locking retractor that plays it too fast and loose. The early disablement could leave the child restraint system unsecured, a big no-no in the safety rulebook. VW plays the hero, swapping out the defective center rear seat belt assembly at no cost. Now, the encore, 21V660700, is like deja vu, but this time it's the rear outboard seat belts in the spotlight. They come without automatic locking retractors, ALRs, potentially leaving the child restraint system playing a risky game of freedom. Once again, VW's solution is a familiar tune. Swap out the troublesome assemblies and get back on the safety track. Buckle in, it's a recall roller coaster for ID.4 seatbelts. Headlight problems. Lights, camera, recall. The ID.4's exterior, particularly the headlights, had a moment in the spotlight. Around 3,231 ID.4 units from December 15, 2020 to March 30, 2021 got a recall ticket. The issue? Missing caps for the horizontal aim adjustment of the headlights. Without these caps, your headlights might wander horizontally, going beyond their intended limits. And here's the kicker, you lose the vertical adjustment, the initial means of tweaking the headlights. Picture this, reduced visibility for you and potential glare and blindness for fellow motorists. Safety concerns brought the recall spotlight with a fix that involves removing the incorrectly placed caps on the vertical aim adjustment and adding caps to block the horizontal one. All on the house, of course. Drive safely, ID.4 enthusiasts. Rodent infestation in SOE-based wiring. SOE-based wiring in the Volkswagen ID.4 is a quirky detail with an unexpected twist. While it's claimed to be eco-friendly, there's a myth circulating that rodents attracted to the SOE coating might turn your wires into a snack. Here's the catch. The jury's still out on whether SOE-based wiring is more appealing to rodents than the standard fare. Many cases exist of critters munching on non-SOE wires, and rodents aren't really picky eaters. They'll go after plastic components too. So if your ID.4 is dealing with rodent mischief, it might not be the SOE's fault. Warm engine compartments are cozy, and rodents aren't one to turn down a cozy home. Regardless of the wiring material, regular checks and maybe a bit of rodent repellent are a good call. After all, prevention is the best cure for chewed wires. Malfunctioning window controls. The ID.4's electronic quirks continue, and this time it's the window controls stealing the show. Owners report a peculiar twist. The controls seem to have a mind of their own. Press the roll-up button and surprise, down goes your window. But the drama doesn't end there. Closing the windows fully is a battle, with them deciding to make a halfway pit stop or leaving a gap at the bottom. Dealers in a plot twist claim it's within tolerances. Frustrated owners, however, take matters into their own hands. A little trick surfaces. Roll the windows up or down. Keep the button pressed until you hear a click. That click? The Windows motor is disengaged. But if the saga persists, it might be a case for the mechanic. A faulty switch or a pesky obstruction in the Windows mechanism could be at play. It's a window control drama that has owners pushing buttons and holding their breath. Electrical system error message. Ah, the mysteries of the electrical realm. In the Volkswagen ID.4, encountering an electrical system error isn't unheard of, but deciphering the cause can be like solving a puzzle. This cryptic message might point to software glitches or trouble with the battery, DC fast charger, or other hardware. The message, accompanied by a request for service, adds a touch of confusion. Sometimes it plays a game of hide-and-seek, disappearing while you drive or vanishing after you power down the vehicle. But be aware, if it pushes the ID.4 into limp mode, it's no longer a playful glitch. That's the signal to hustle to the dealership for a proper diagnosis. Unraveling the electric enigma might require the expert's touch. Electric adventures, thrilling and mysterious. So there you have it, a roller coaster ride through the most common hiccups that the Volkswagen ID.4 might throw your way. From quirky infotainment dances to mysterious electrical system whispers, the ID.4's journey isn't always a smooth cruise. Whether it's a recall tango or a window control drama, these challenges add a touch of adventure to the electric road trip. But fear not. Many of these issues have workarounds or fixes, and the ID.4 remains a solid contender in the electric vehicle landscape. So buckle up, metaphorically of course, and navigate these quirks with a dash of patience and a sprinkle of resilience. To learn more and dive deeper into the details, click the link to the article in the description down below. Happy driving!